Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have another interesting episode for you guys you definitely want to stick around for. Make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, we all know that Michael Jordan is widely considered to be the greatest and also the best NBA player of all time. There's a difference. There's the greatest and the best, and that guy, Michael Jordan, is both. And this right here is coming from a staunch Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant is my favorite basketball player of all time. But after doing my research, really removing my emotions out of the equation, I was able to discover that, listen, Jordan was simply on a whole nother level. He was on a whole nother level. And one of the blessings with the advent of social media, the internet, streaming platforms, video platforms, is that now we get an opportunity to go back in time and listen to people who were there during the Chicago Bulls run, people that were close to Michael Jordan, basically take us behind the curtains and recount what it was like to be around Jordan, play with him, and be a part of that era and time altogether. That is one of the greatest things about the internet. 20 years ago, we were not able to do, there was no way we'd be able to get the plethora of information that we're able to get now. You would either have to know somebody that knew somebody, you would either have to listen to, read a book or, listen to some type of tape or something like that. But now, thanks to the internet and social media, we have all of these different media platforms that are giving a stage to people who are around MJ to really talk about him and really shine some light on his, historic career. And just yesterday, I was listening to an interview with Coach Ty Lue of the Clippers, and he was on the Players Tribune, right? Some of you guys know who the Players Tribune is, and they do some very, very, exceptional interviews. One of them, obviously, with the late and great Kobe Bryant. And as I was listening to Ty Lue, he was on there talking about his experience while he was a Washington Wizard, while he was playing with Michael Jordan. As y'all know, Tyronn Lue played on the Los Angeles Lakers with Shaq, Kobe, Rick Fox, and these guys. But he was also a member of the Washington Wizards when Michael Jordan decided he wanted to return to the NBA, I think at the age of 38 years old. And I think he played for 2 seasons. So as I was listening to that interview, he gave some very interesting insights into the psychology and the approach Michael Jordan had, even at that advanced age in his career, the approach that he had to basketball. So for those of you who missed some of the comments that Ty Lue made, we want to play some of them here and then really come back and unpack this thing. So take a listen to what Ty Lue had to say about his experience playing with Michael Jordan. Take a listen to that.
Everywhere y'all went, the love that Mike brings to the table. You know how the people love Mike.
Man,
how was that just them season with Mike and just to see him working to be 40,
right,
averaging 20
on one leg,
on one leg.
I know you love it. Look,
I'm just listening, bro. Still on his guard,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was incredible. Just the thing that I learned. I was still young, but being 40 years old, playing back to backs. He played 82 games.
Yeah, 82.
But the crazy part about it, he would never sit out of practice. Doug Collins was like, Mike, man, no. He wanted to play and practice every single day. He's 40 years old, and still every day, first one there, always called the Breakfast Club. He always getting his lift in. Yeah, but he wanted to practice every day and play 82 games at 40. When we came in the league, that was a badge of honor to play 82 games.
That's what, we talked about that.
That's a badge of honor. And this man do it at 40 years old on one leg. Come on, man. Talking about dedication to the game, it don't get no better than that.
How was it when you all right, you in our age group, a couple years older, but still our age group. So for you, when you first, you get traded there, that's one thing. But when you first get there and you get to be in the locker room, what was that like? The first day you walking in the locker room and Jill is sitting over there.
Look like he glowing.
He got that first conversation when you heard the voice, when he said, "Man, we want to bring you here," I was a free agent. So I go to Washington. I'm like, man, told cousin, man, I just talked to Jordan. Come on, man, just talk to Jordan. I ain't seen him or nothing. Just talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come from Mexico, Missouri. Now you rubbing shoulders with Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq. It was unreal. It was unreal. But I was in awe again. Seeing Michael Jordan, someone we all idolized. Everybody did. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Everybody idolized Michael Jordan. And so seeing him and Wade took me under his wing and showed me a lot of stuff. Yeah. And then, You had my boy L. Hughes came the
Yeah,
second
Bud.
year. Yeah, Bud came. And so, man, it was like, man, I was in
How was
heaven.
the Jordan gear? How was that? Did he you get to?
I
give
think
him-
I was with Adidas still. I think I was.
So you couldn't touch
I could,
it?
yeah.
Oh, he couldn't
Yeah.
touch it.
And I know
Everybody
he
didn't
rubbed
like
that
it.
in. I know he talked bad about Chucky. Like, what's
buy
that?
cheap,
What
you
you
get
doing?
cheated. Yeah, that's his favorite line. You buy cheap, you get cheated. Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah.
man, I think I was still with Adidas, man, so I didn't get none of that.
Now, none of that surprises me whatsoever. I've noticed that whenever we create episodes or, you know, segments or shows on Michael Jordan, some of our viewers say, you act like as if Jordan's legacy cannot be challenged. And I think what you see there, whenever you see people say that, essentially what's happening is that people are trying to throw rocks at the stone. I mean, throw rocks at the throne. Literally, that is what that's what's happening. People are like, he can't be that good. Come on, bro. Is he? I mean, come on, like, my God, are you telling me that this guy was that good? Like, come on, folks. Jordan was on a different level. When he was in the NBA, no one really dominated the sport the way Michael Jordan dominated it. And while he was dominating the competition, he was still the most respected NBA player when he was playing, basically probably of all time. He was revered by fans, but he was also respected by his peers. The level of adoration and respect that Michael Jordan has to this day is astonishing. You don't need to go any further. Then look at the reception that he received in Cleveland when the NBA during the All-Star Weekend when they were celebrating the 75th anniversary. The guy got the loudest applause in the room, and he's not even on social media. And I think what you saw there are fans basically showing their appreciation for who Michael Jordan was. Why? Because if you listen to the comments that Ty Lue basically made there, he said Jordan didn't want to miss any games. It was like a badge of honor to play 82 games in a season. Jordan had many seasons where he played at least 75 games in a season. Back then, NBA players really made an effort to go out there and play every single night. And when you have the greatest player in the sport with that same approach, which basically saying, listen, I have a responsibility and an obligation to fans to go out there and play. It's the same mentality that Kobe Bryant had. And I think fans appreciated that. They're like, we understand you're a millionaire. We understand you're great. But for the simple fact that you feel that at 8 o'clock on a cold night in Cleveland, you have to come out here and play and really leave your all on the floor, I think people appreciate that. Jordan felt a sense of a responsibility. Why? Because he understood that he was the face of the NBA. He wasn't just playing for him. He was playing for the entire sport. And that's the fundamental difference between Michael Jordan and a lot of the NBA players that play today. A lot of guys play for themselves. Jordan plays not only for himself, not only for his teammate, but he plays for the sport. And he had a strong sense of responsibility to the game. And I think people appreciate that. One thing you can't say about Michael Jordan is that he cheated the game. You can't say that about them. You can say this, you can say that, but you can't say he cheated the game. Jordan went out there and played every single night. And to have a guy like Ty Lue basically say that we were in awe, because this guy was 38, 39, 40. And he still went out there and tried to play every single game. I think it speaks to the approach, the mentality. It's the mentality. Nowadays, you'd be lucky to get a guy that's 30 years old to play 65 games in the NBA. And we're supposed to have all of these medical advances, all of this, advanced nutrition, all of this great training, easier travel, traveling schedules. Guys are chartering private jets and all of these different things. And nevertheless, players, for whatever reason, can't even play. And now that there are arguments being made out there, the guys should play even less. And this is just another reason one of many, why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Listen, I don't even think that's up for debate. But when you hear a player even talking about Jordan from this standpoint, meaning from not even about his basketball skills or anything like that, they're just talking about his strong sense of responsibility to go out there and play for the fans. Just another example of why Michael Jordan is a GOAT, in my personal opinion. So what I want to know from you guys is, number one, what do you think about what Ty Lue had to say? And what do you think about NBA players today not really making a concerted effort to go out there and play every single night?